Hey guys, Hannah here at the Irish Banana Review with the BEA edition of Stacking the Shelves. Since BEA in my life got really crazy, my brother got married, I started a new job, I went away, and so I haven't really had time to be around on the blog or to do this post and vid, which I have been dying to do because I really want to show you guys everything that I got. I'm actually only going to show you about 2/3 of what I got. The rest has been pilfered, stolen, borrowed by various family and friends. I'm also only going to show you the YA books that I got because, while I did get some adult and middle grade titles, I don't think I'm going to review them on my blog, as my blog is specific to YA. That being said, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. There's a lot of books, so I hope you bear with me through the whole thing. I got Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry, which I've actually already read. It was phenomenal. And I got it signed during the Harlequin Teen Hour, one of them. And Katie McGarry is a sweetheart, and you're going to love this book. You really are. Deity by Jennifer Armentrout. Confessions of a Murder Suspect by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. Venom by Fiona Paul. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Cursed by Jennifer Armentrout. I've actually got, I think, 3 books by Jennifer Armentrout at BEA. 2 of them, including this one, are signed. I loved meeting her in person. She's such a sweetheart, and she knew who I was, which totally made my day. Sanctum by Sarah Fine. The Diviners by Libba Bray. Eternally Yours by Kate Tiernan. Full-Blooded by Amanda Carlson. Entice by Jessica Shervington. Fall to Pieces by Vani Nadeau. I'm not sure. I'll probably butcher a great many names during this. Even Adam by Michael Grant and Catherine Applegate. What's Left of Me by Kat Zhang, who I met several times during BEA. We just seem to keep running into each other. She's really, really sweet. Really, really petite also. Endangered by Elliot Schreffer. Not sure. Undead by Kirsty McKay. Skylark by Megan Spooner. Sorry, I'm going to be reaching across the camera the whole time to make room for all these. Passion Blue by Victoria Strauss. False Memory by Dan Crocos. Glass Heart by Amy Garvey. Fathomless by Jackson Pierce. This isn't the finished cover. I actually saw a mock-up of the finished cover, and it's amazingly beautiful. Like, I want the book just for the cover. The Dark Unwinding by Sharon Cameron. Mike Mullen's Ashen Winter, which is the sequel to Ashfall, I believe was the first one, which I haven't read. And the publicist gave me this book and said, take it, I'm sure you'll love it. And then Mike Mullen actually showed up, and I got a chance to talk to him while I was waiting in line for another book, and he's just so funny and so nice. So I really want to read his series now because he just seems like such a nice guy. The False Prince by Jennifer Nielsen. Amber House by Kelly Moore, Tucker Reed, and Larkin Reed. Angelfall by Susan E. Magisterium by Jeff Hirsch. Poison Princess by Cresley Cole, which, as you can tell, I am reading. Wake by Amanda Hawking. The Farm by Emily McKay, which I don't think is YA, but it looks really, really good. And I think it could kind of slide into the YA genre, so I'm probably going to review it for the blog. Beautiful Eyes by Jessica Warman. Allegiance by Kayla Kluver. 34 Pieces of You by Carmen Rodriguez. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I actually got this from the publisher. I wound up striking up a friendship with, or a conversation, not a friendship, with a publicist at Scholastic, and she gave me a copy of this, but the line for that book to get it signed was insane. Like, I mean, like 200 or 300 people were in that line before the signing started. Origin by Jessica Corey. The Innocents by Lily Peliquin, Beta by Rachel Cohn, Speechless by Hannah Harrington, Time Between Us by Tamara Ireland Stone, Rift by Andrea Kramer. This was the book I was the most excited about at BEA, and the first line I got in when I got to BEA, because I got it signed. And the line for this one was also really crazy. I was lucky because I was one of like the first 10 people, but whew, that line wrapped around. Prodigy by Marie Lu, Carnival of Souls by Melissa Marr, Surviving High School by M. Doty, not sure. Black City by Elizabeth Richards, The Iron Witch by Karen Mahoney, Ripper by Amy Carol Reeves, The Chosen Ones by Tiffany Truitt, The Blessed by Tanya Hurley, The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, A Fractured Light by Jocelyn Davies. I was actually in the author green room meeting another publicist that I've worked with, and Jocelyn Davies came in and the publicist introduced us, and I actually got to talk to her for a while, and she was really sweet and signed my book, and she's amazing, really. I mean, she's just such a nice person. I could have talked to her for a while. Cruel by Jennifer Albin, Breathe by Sarah Crossan, I'm not sure how you pronounce her last name. She signed it for me, and she has the cutest little accent. I think she's British. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. Point of Origin by Amanda Hayward, Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, Obsidian by Jennifer Armentrout again, and this one is also signed. Spellcaster by Carolyn Schultz, which Spellbound was probably my favorite book that I read last year. Spellcaster I've already read and I loved, but I waited to get it when I found out Carolyn Schultz was going to be there signing. Highlight of BEA was her recognizing me and us talking, and she asked to take a picture with me, which she posted online, which made me really happy. Totally fangirled. Inside by Maria V. Snyder, which has both Inside Out and Outside In. And then I went to the Dark Days signing at HarperCollins, where they had 4 really big name authors signing. The biggest of which was Veronica Roth. I got Insurgent signed. The line for that was also crazy. I mean, definitely, I think the biggest line we stood in was the one for the HarperCollins signing for the Dark Days tour. Destined by April Lynn Pike. Mask of the Red Death by Bethany Griffin. Ugh. Unraveling by Elizabeth Norris. Wings of the Wicked by Courtney Allison Moulton. The Girl in the Clockwork Collar by Katie Cross. And The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. That pretty much does it for my BEA books. I did get some books over the last month or so for review from swapping. Some I bought, even though I really have no business buying books after all this. So I got James Patterson's Maximum Ride. I think it's the first one in the series, which I haven't read. The publisher sent it to me so I could check out the series, which I've been meaning to do. I really have. This Is Not a Test by Courtney Summers. I'm going to slide these closer. Dark Companion by Marta Acosta. Valkyrie Rising by Ingrid Paulson. Survive by Alex Morel. Something Strange and Deadly by Susan Dennard. The Lost Code by Kevin Emerson. Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo. And the book that I bought for myself this week, The Golden Lily by Rochelle Mead. I love Rochelle Mead's series. I cannot wait to read this one. I'm very excited. And that wraps it up for me. So what did you guys get on your shelves this week?